I wish I had grandkids.
Why did you never have children?
My mother's husband was not my father. And when I started to look like my biological father, he started to...
What is this? That's a motherfucking DNA test.
Why do you take a DNA?
I took a fucking DNA test because you know...
From where? Why are you
What
taking
the fuck is it, Emory? Yeah.
Why are you taking a DNA test?
Because my sister told my
Your
ass,
sister, your nosy ass sister.
she was right.
She be
She was
lying.
fucking right. Yeah, no, but you be lying out. But look, fuckers.
Alright.
Why would you name our child Darius? It's not our
It's your
child. It's not even
son.
our child. No, it's not my son.
Yes, you've
No.
been raising him for 3 years.
Yeah, I've been raising him, and you know that was somebody else's child.
Unfortunately, these kinds of stories have become all too common in the modern day discourse. This is a gentleman who is doing everything the right way. He's responsible, and he's getting punished for it because he's trying to be responsible for a child that's not biologically his. But there is a whole system of manipulating responsible men into doing something that is not their responsibility. And if you fall victim to this, not only are the men that are responsible, that are trying to do the right thing, collateral damage, but sometimes the children themselves become collateral damage. And it's just a testament to a system that just consumes well-meaning people and rewards people that are deceitful.
When I started to look like my biological father, he started to beat me a little bit. I ran away at 12. I went to my biological father, and he didn't want me. And I prayed that day. I asked God to not let me make a baby if I couldn't be a father.
These are comments from a second baby daddy story that's going to be very difficult for you to believe, but I want you to see the comments this time before you watch. Now, this is a real man, total green flags. This might sound weird, but he looks just like him. I wish you all a very happy life. This is what a real man looks like. They are rare to find. You are a lucky girl. Again, the real men reference. My husband started dating me at 4 months pregger. He is my daughter's father, regardless of DNA. That man not only loves me, but loves and raised her from birth, while her donor had no interest. That's a real man.
I can give you a quick rundown of my fairy tale relationship. So, yes, I was on Tinder when I was 7 months pregnant. I was single for years. I went on countless dates. They went nowhere, and I thought I was going to have a child before I was 30, and that didn't happen. So I looked down the sperm donor path, and I don't regret it whatsoever. I have an absolutely beautiful son that was brought up from it. While the sperm donor is the biological father, it doesn't make him the dad. The boyfriend that I have now is his dad, always will be his dad. They love each other unconditionally. They are so happy together. You should see them in person. They are amazing. So for all of the hateful comments that I'm actually reading, it's very rude. Like, do something better with your time. I'm super happy in my relationship, super happy with life.
She ends with, he will be adopting him soon. We have no plans to separate, and if by chance that happens, I am the person who wouldn't go for child support. Wishful thinking much?
And I'm 78 years old, and God has not let me make a baby, so I don't guess I can be a father. I was able to forgive my father before he died, and then I was able to forgive my stepdad before he passed.
And Jerry, that's why you're such a good father to everyone. Certainly the 5 of us sitting by you.
We love you. We do love you.
We do love you.
I love you guys too.
This gentleman's sad story is a cautionary tale for the kind of collateral damage that can happen when you haphazardly mix families. And it's quite possible that there was no dishonesty in this situation. It was just a stepfather trying to raise a child that reminded him of the man that the lady chose to have a child with. If you add dishonesty into the mix, it's just a toxic mix that can not only damage the child, but it consumes well-meaning men that are increasingly told a good man is fill in a blank, which is essentially a form of manipulation. And for guys looking to exit this kind of toxic brew, this is some advice for you.
Você pode torcer meu água? Sim, eu fui verificar se ela estava dormindo.
Oh, she has such a nice voice.
Ah, tá com gelo?
Sim. Tell her she has such a nice voice.
Eles falam você tem uma voz bom.
Não entendi.
Well, eles falam.
She said that in English. Is that in English?
Good voice?
Sim.
Thank you. Brazilian woman.
Oh yeah.
Indeed. Yes.
Yes.
This is a clip from Art New Style TV, and he's speaking with his wife, who happens to be from Brazil, and he speaks Portuguese. So in a way, what he's doing is letting his
1, 2, 3.
Just let your soul go.
Do Brazilian women say everything sexy like that?
I can ask her. Eles queria sabe say muito brasileiros têm uma voz sexy.
Sim.
There's a part of Passport Bros that I think is grossly undercovered, and it's the part about learning a language. And what happens when you learn the language, and you can see this in Art New Style's example, is you can go somewhere and not just meet someone to have a good time with, but you could find the kind of person that you could bring back or stay where you are and have a traditional type of family with. And he imparts several nuggets of wisdom in how he did it as he continues using his second language.
Yeah.
It says, Art, bom dia, eu falo pouco português, la lengua está sexy. So he's saying that he said good day or good afternoon or whatever, or morning. He says, I speak a little of Portuguese, so the tongue is sexy.
Yeah, the language is sexy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, it is. Especially when it comes from a Brazilian woman. There's also something about them, the way they speak, man. It's like silk.
Uma língua pura.
And I was telling some people, I can't even argue when I speak Portuguese. I'm all mellowed out. You can't even do it. Because I noticed certain people, when they're mad at each other, it's like she cussed me out, but it sounds sexy. You know, it just...
It's that old cool, 80s trope. You're beautiful when you're sexy.
But yeah, plus, you know, like I said, you know, I guess we're doing the whole the passport conversation, passport bro. I think that really helped me to make my decision is that their culture is way close to ours, in my opinion, compared to other ones.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I mean, even down to the music. I mean, it just has, I mean, it's, obviously they got the drums and all that kind of stuff, but usually when it comes to how they express themselves, how they talk with each other, stuff like that, it's damn near like being in Mississippi or Alabama. And
yeah, you see it when you first land there. I mean, well, go ahead, Art.
They got the whole, I don't know, it's just imagine being in Mississippi with a bunch of exotic people. Could you imagine that combo? With all the grass and the big ass trees and people selling fruit on the corners and churches and people with long dresses and Bibles but anyhow, I mean, they don't want to hear my boring talk about Brazil because I don't know what I'm talking about, you know. So
oh hell yeah, man! What you know about?
I just let them bypass me. They want to hear some player talk. Man,
yeah, because we only know
with the curly hair, man. I love them naked G-string chicks with the feathers. You know, I gave her my number and all that, and I just put some game. I didn't speak English. I mean, I didn't speak Portuguese, but I got some hoes, man. They want me to talk like that. So, sorry, I have the most boring being with Brazilian chick life. Sorry.
Hey, I'm looking forward to that. As long as you're a goat herder.
I like to talk about language because, quite simply, you can be the coolest guy in the room if you find yourself in the right room and if you're prepared to be in that room. And although I'm making a little fun of it using the soul glow, it's simple. you can be the soul glow guy and your soul can glow if you are prepared to be where you are and you're at that picnic or that barbecue or that outdoor dance festival or what have you, and you speak the language. And the little goat herder girl that's wandering in from what she normally does to the party and she's peeking around and you look over and you might lock eyes and you're finding the type of girl that's not playing these games that we see proliferate in the modern dating scene of, I don't know who the father might be, but a good man will do something that most men simply won't do. You could bypass all of that and be in a room where your soul is glowing simply by placement, preparation, and taking the chance to change rooms so that you can be in the room where you can shine. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care, guys.